Hello LEGO friends, Matt from Brooks here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at a set that I built based off of a 2013 LEGO set modded for Ice Planet. Stay tuned and find out what this is about. Welcome back to my channel. And this was inspired by, I'll be honest, I was watching a bunch of old Jang reviews on YouTube as he's moving things over to his more recent YouTube reviews channel. Came across a Galaxy Squad set review from 2013. And 2013 was in the heyday of my Dark Age that lasted for almost 20 years, unfortunately. It is what it is. Didn't come out of that until 2019, and I'm playing catch-up still to this day, but anyway. That inspired me to want to build that set, but I didn't want to build it in the Galaxy Squad style. I wanted to build it in one of the themes I've been working on with space or classic space over the last year. So I decided to go the route of Ice Planet. And the result of that was this, which honestly I'm really happy with. Now this video is being recorded after I did some mods to the original build that I did first, because I wanted to show you the final build as I wanted it, instead of showing you the set build. But let's go ahead and take a look what we got here first. In the original set, this is supposed to be like a little scooter speeder thing that the insectoid is using to ride around. So I just transformed this into another Ice Planet style skiff or whatever, speeder. So I did put a figure on here. They're actually still holding their weapon. These are from the Space CMF series, so I had a few of those. Now this is designed where it can actually fire some weapons if it really wants to. Kind of like what you'd think in Star Wars with the little speeders in Return of the Jedi when they're flying through the Endor Forest. But don't want to compare Star Wars to this because that's not the idea. But that's the closest comparison I can think of as what's going on here. So modified this to have the Ice Planet orange, blue, and white colors instead of grays and blacks that the original set did. But I really like this. I like the figure on there and just kind of speeding away riding through this. But this isn't the highlight. Let me show you the highlight of this entire thing. That is this very nice ship. And there's an interesting thing about how they designed this. Again, I did mod out a few things based on parts I had. I wanted to get it to the colors of Ice Planet. Starting with using this, I happened to find this in bulk and grabbed it and thought it would be perfect for the front end of the ship, so that's why I used that. Again, using parts I had on hand, this color is a little off, unfortunately. It's not too much of a distraction, it still works. Can it be in a nice neon orange? Comes off to give you a little space for the Ice Planet figure to be in there piloting the ship. If I can get this back on one-handed, of course. Now, before I show you anything else, a highlight of the original set was that this is actually two parts. A kind of the cabin area and then the main body. I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed while I'm holding my phone here to record the video, but let me show you what I mean by two parts. I'll be right back. And this is what I'm talking about. The way the set was designed is that this front part can actually detach and fly away on its own as its own thing, and then the other part actually can turn into a ground-based unit, basically with a couple of feet, so to speak, like that. These are actually acting like feet. And there is a play feature in the back where a figure could stand up on the back here and a couple of weapons would angle up and they could shoot at the scooter running around. So it's designed to kind of be a play feature with that. Now, I didn't like that, so I removed it and it kind of smoothed out this entire back end. It looks a lot more sleek now. I'm very happy with that. I did mod the edges a bit so they're a bit larger. They've got a little bit more things going on here to define them. But I like how that looks. Of course, the main feature is that these two sections fold up and down to create an interesting wing structure using these very large tail pieces. My apologies, this is kind of faded. Both of these I did have in a large bulk bin. This one looks a lot better. They both had stickers on them from old space sets, so you can tell that that one did. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I like the dual effect that this has going on with it. Very ingenious by LEGO to create kind of the play aspect of it. Now, I'm not going to really use it this way. It is designed to be a spaceship to me, so it's going to be, you know, flying around with this attached. And the other thing about it, too, in the original build, was that this front part would be designed to spin around completely, which I didn't really like that, so I tweaked the construction a bit inside here. I've got a different kind of Technic pin that attaches here to give it a little bit more attention. Plus, I also added in a couple of little pieces here. These can rotate up and down, but these are like little independent thrusters that can be activated when this front portion detaches. These do come out as well, although they're a little touchy, but both of these can come out like this. So you can have, depending on what's going on, you can have it flying around independently with the wings out, or you can just have the whole thing flying out with those wings. But overall, it was really cool to get inspiration from a set like that, just by watching a random review that I found on YouTube. Let's say random per se, but scrolling through and finding some cool stuff. So, very glad to come across that. Great inspiration to build this set, and then mod it to my own little theme here. But yeah, very, very awesome. That's going to do it for now with a look at this very interesting set, mod, MOC, whatever you want to call it. Again, originally from a 2013 Galaxy Squad set, modded into a Ice Planet style themed build with my own custom modifications beyond that as well. Very happy with this. I think it looks pretty cool. And as always, built this, like I do most other things, on my Twitch live streams at BrooksBricks. Make sure you give me a follow there. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe here as well. Hit that like button, notification bell, comment, or thought below, all that good stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See ya. Bye for now.